All right, so Amazon stock pops as Jeff Bezos dumps shares to cash out 1.5 billion. All right, this is on TraderView. Please do your own homework. Go to Trading View. If I said Trader View, my bad. Trading View to look up all articles and do your own research to find out more on what I may have missed. So on Trading View, the key points: Amazon shares rise 1.8%. Bezos sells 6.6 million shares. Stocks up 5% on year, and it's a new record. Bezos says, "I sold books, now I sell whatever I want." Bezos, probably as he offloaded 6.6 million shares of his tech empire. He still has plenty left. Plenty. So Bezos sells 1.5 billion worth of shares. Amazon stock jumped 1.8% Thursday on the news that founder Jeff Bezos offloaded another 6.6 million shares earlier this week for a cool 1.5 billion. The sales disclosed in Wednesday SEC filing were executed on a present 10b5-1 trading plan that brings Bezos' total liquidation across 2024 and 2025 to 95 million shares, 18.2 billion worth, with another 1 billion in shares queued up to sell. Investors unfazed, focus on Amazon's strength near record highs and its 2.5 trillion valuation as the world's fourth largest company. Even after all the selling and another 1 billion in charitable stock donations in the past 2 years, Bezos still holds over a billion shares of the tech firm he founded in 1994. That stake is now worth 232 billion. Fundamentals hold strong. Bezos' sales have followed 4 separate 10b5-1 plans in the past 18 months. The kind that auto executives trade based on present rules, helping avoid any perception of acting on insider info. While some founders selling would spark panic, Bezos selling Amazon stock is now just a part of the scenery. His remaining stock or stake still gives him unmatched skin in the game. Meanwhile, Amazon stock is up just 5% on the year, trailing some of its mega cap peers, but still hovering near its all-time high, a sign investors remain confident in a long-term narrative. AI, cloud, and scale. Amazon's next leg higher. That's expected to be fueled by cloud strength, AI integration across AWS, and the relentless growth of its advertising and e-commerce platforms. Insider moves aside, the focus remains firmly on execution. As for Bezos, the world's third richest man or person, sitting on 253 billion, continues to diversify, whether it's with space, philanthropy, a Venice wedding, or a few billion extra liquidity. Amazon reports second quarter earnings on Thursday, and markets are eyeing 1.32 in or $1.32 in earnings per share, up to $1.26 in the year ago quarter. Revenue is expected to hit 162.1 billion, up from 148 billion a year ago. So what I read, and I think the biggest thing that caught my attention this whole entire article was the fact that he said that he sells books. And I think that right there lets me know, and it should let you know, that we all need to sell books online and just, have a goal in mind that will get us to a point where you can be where he is and even further. And I feel like as the generations become older and as time goes on, there will be more billionaires, there will be more trillionaires, there will be more people in the world that have this type of financially financial luxury. I call it financial luxury at this point because not everybody in the world will honestly get to this point. But you gotta have a goal. You gotta have a hustle. You gotta have something that is going to make you stand out in front of everybody. Everybody is giving a chance to do social media. Social media may not be for everybody, but it's another way to create another hustle. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, me smartening up, talking about financial literacy is honestly helping me understand and better understand the world we live in. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm just smartening up. Now, we got another article that we want to get into. I apologize. Let me switch my screens real quick. So, Bezos back Slate Auto launches $20K Minimalist EV pickup truck. Slate Auto, a Bezos-backed Michigan startup, is disrupting the EV market with a minimalist electric pickup truck priced in the mid-20,000s, stripping features like AC and stereos for add-on upgrades. Inspired by budget airlines, it targets affordably for budget-conscious buyers. This modular approach could redefine EV accessibility amid intense competition. Now, this isn't the picture or the official picture, but I guess they had to put something right there to, you know, get everybody interested. Now, this came out on today, which is Monday. So, I apologize that I dropped this video very late, guys. So, like I said, I apologize. All right. So let's get into it because we got to know what's going on. In the competitor area of electric vehicles, a Michigan-based startup named Slate Auto is carving out a niche with a radically minimalist approach backed by none other than Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Unveiled earlier this year, Slate aims to disrupt the market by offering a bare-bone electric pickup truck priced in the mid-$20,000 range. A figure that undercuts many rivals and targets budget-conscious consumers wary of a high-end EV premiums. According to a recent report from Yahoo Finance, the company's strategy hinges on stripping away non-essential features like stereos, power windows, and even air conditioning in base models while allowing buyers to add them as paid upgrades, potentially revolutionize how affordability is achieved in the EV sector. Now that's crazy. This model draws inspiration from no-frills industries such as budget airlines, where core functionality comes cheap and amenities, cost extra. Slate executives argue that this modular design not only slashes production costs but also empowers customization, appealing to a demographic that includes fleet operators and urban communities. As detailed in a time published by TechCrunch, the startup emerged from stealth in April 2025 after securing $111 million in Series A funding, with Bezos investment arm playing a pivotal role alongside other ventures capitalists. Strategic backing and rapid expansion in Detroit's shadow, Bezos' involvement isn't merely financial. It signals confidence in Slate's potential to change established players like Tesla and Rivian, especially as EV adoption faces headwinds from fluctuating incentives and supply chain issues. Posts on X, formerly Twitter, from industry observers highlight growing buzz, with users noting Slate's shape-shifting design that could render pricier trucks obsolete, echoing sentiments that position it a domestic counter to cheap Chinese imports. The company's headquarters in suburban Detroit, as reported by Automotive News, has ballooned to 250 employees, with aggressive hiring underway to support manufacturing ambitions in Indiana by late 2026. This expansion unfolds in the heart of traditional automaking territory, where Slate low-cost ethos contrasts sharply with the Big Three's focus on feature-laden trucks. A prototype, spotting covered by TechCrunch, revealed a compact utilitarian vehicle with cranked windows and minimal tech, emphasizing durability over luxury. Insiders suggest this could appeal to markets underserved by current EVs, particularly in rural areas where range anxieties and charging infrastructures remain barriers. Affordability gambit amid market volatility. Slate pricing strategy starting under $20,000 for the most basic version comes at a time when federal tax credits are in flux, potentially expiring and driving up effective costs for competitors. Draw from a GM Today account for the truck's debut at a Detroit summit. The vehicle boasts a petite footprint ideal for city driving, optimal add-ons like audio systems positioned as upsell opportunities to boost margins. This a la carte model, as analyzed in recent Reuters coverage, mirrored on the investing.com, bet that consumers will prioritize entry-level access and personalized later, a tactic that could yield higher lifetime value per customer. So let's read the last part. They're basically saying that they're going to make it affordable. Something about not having the luxury look, but it's going to be affordable. They're making it affordable, and I guarantee you a lot of people are going to be driving this. Now, the bad part about this is some people are going to review it, some people are going to give negative comments, some people are going to give negative feedbacks because they actually can't afford to purchase this car or to test drive this car because they have a good credit score. So we're going to wait and see in the near future with this hold, so we all hang tight as we continue to look at the Minimalist EV pickup truck and Slate Auto launches for $20,000. So we're going to see how this works. Will it be better than Tesla? We're going to find out. All right, so pretty much innovation through minimalism, a blueprint for the future at its core. Slate Auto represents a philosophical shift in EV design, prioritizing accessibility over access. By leveraging modular assembly lines, as hinted in the business and leadership analyst of Bezos' investment patterns, the startup could achieve economies of scale faster than bloated competitors. Early prototype spotted and dissected in tech media feature innovative battery tech, promising 200-mile range on budget configurations, addressing a key pain point for cost-sensitive buyers. Industry insiders view this as a test or as a case for democratizing EVs, especially as gold demand surges amid climate goals. If successful, Slate might inspire a wave of minimalist vehicles, reshaping manufacturing norms. Yet the production slated for 2026, the coming months will be critical for refining prototypes and securing partnerships, potentially with Amazon for fleet integration. As EV markets evolve, Slate gamble on simplicity could either redefine affordability or highlight the perils of under-delivering on expectations. So, as y'all can hear, and what we just read, man, they about to introduce Amazon on fleet integration. So that means they're going to make specific trucks, specific cars, specific vehicles just for Amazon. So that, as you can see, this is revolutionizing the game, because now Amazon is showing up at your door at 4 a.m. They're delivering. They're probably the best, but you got UPS, USPS, FedEx, and then you got the third parties that work underneath those companies. Man, they are revolutionizing the game, you know what I'm saying? Because you can either buy it online, get it at your front door through delivery. I think the only thing that Amazon is missing really is groceries. Now, if I'm wrong, I don't know, but I feel like if he thinks about starting his own grocery store or whatever you want to call it, DoorDash drive or whatever, I feel like that would be a great asset, in my opinion. Y'all give me your thoughts. Sorry I've been dropping later than usual. We are no longer in a copyright infringement. I went through 90 days. And that was the longest 90 days ever. But we got through it, man. This channel has shifted. And, you know, we have changed and integrated to a better space. Is this information for everybody? Yes. But will everybody listen? I don't know. I'm just trying to give y'all the facts. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I will get better at time when I have more time to be more detailed, write notes, and then make a video. But right now, I really don't have time to do that because I have dedicated myself to my kids, my life. I need to get my rest. All these other things play a big factor in my life. I hope you guys are having a good day. Shout out to you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed by the best. See you guys Tuesday. We out.